Hello, everyone. My name is Abdul Sabur Rahmani, and welcome to my podcast titled From Soil to Signal Smart Sensors for Smarter Irrigation. This podcast is part of my coursework for Alex 640 Methods of Technological Change at the Department of Agricultural Leadership, Education, and Communications, Texas A&M University, and instructor Dr. Robert Strong. I want to clarify that the images, products, and references shown in this podcast are used solely for educational and illustrative purposes. The inclusion of any specific brands, products, or companies is not intended as an endorsement or criticism. As a student, this podcast reflects my own academic work and personal interpretation within the scope of the course. Today, I am diving into one of the most practical and transformative tools in smart agriculture, soil moisture sensors. These tiny technologies are revolutionizing how we plan and manage irrigation, saving water, improving yield, and supporting sustainable farming. Soil moisture sensors detect water content in soil and transmit real data to automated systems that guide irrigation. According to Garm and Allen 2023, this data-driving approach is centered to a smart agricultural approach, uh, enabling prescriptive irrigation planning where water is used optimized for crop need and environment condition. In the pictures, you'll see different type of sensors with different type of technology that is being used in agriculture. According to Mitra et al. 2022, water scarcity affects 40% of agricultural land globally. Traditional irrigation methods often overuse water, harming both crop and the environment. Soil sensors help mitigate this by ensuring precision watering only when and where needed. And in this map from the rangeland data atlas, we see the yellowish color shows the part of the world with water scarcity problem. Uh, these are two very good relevant research publications related to use of soil moisture sensors. The left one is the use of soil moisture sensors on corn for irrigation. The result indicated that 39.5% water use decrease and 51.3% water use efficiency increases. And the right one, this research is also the use of soil moisture sensors on furrow soybean. The research indicates the reduction of irrigation by 50% and also decreased total water use 21%. These two research publications are available in the Journal of Crop, Forage, and Turfgrass Management. Farmers in regions like California, India, and Brazil are already integrating soil sensors into weather-based and crop-based irrigation system. This system automate watering, scheduling, using machine learning models trained on historical and real-time soil data. This picture is from the University of California Cooperative Extension and is available on National Nut Growers website online. It shows the use of sensors on vegetables. Now let's talk about the major reason why some farmers hesitate to fully embrace soil moisture sensors. That is trust in the technology. It is not just about whether it works, but why it works. This is where explainable artificial intelligence or XAI comes into play. According to Cartulano et al. 2022, many modern irrigation systems use machine learning to analyze soil moisture, temperature, and rainfall data to decide when and how much to irrigate. But these algorithms often operate like black boxes. delivering answer without showing their reason. And for a format that can be a deal breaker, XAI tools are now being integrated into a smart irrigation platform. They help visualize the logic behind system decision. For example, they can show how low soil temperature, soil moisture, and high temperature trigger a specific watering event. This transparency builds users' trust and bridge the gap between technology and tradition, traditional farming knowledge. So it is not just about smart sensors anymore. It's about a smart, explainable system that farmers can understand and rely on. And as you see these two pictures, these are uh, in the left one, it uses different elements of soil moisture from different soil layers, and also it uses weather data like rainfall, temperature, wind speed, and transform this data through GPRS system to the cloud, and from the cloud it can be accessible through any internet devices like mobile computer for decision making. And the right one also it shows like a small irrigation system with remote data access and remote logger control. It also uses data, and these data are transmitted to cloud system, which is accessible through mobile and computer. At the same time, it is connected to irrigation controller so that the irrigation controller make a decision that based on the data, how much and when, how much water should be applied based on the irrigation for each irrigation valve. This podcast isn't just about soil sensors. It is also about how people respond to innovation. That's exactly what we have explored through Alex 640. So through this podcast, I'm applying the theories and frameworks from Alex 640 to a real world, evolving agriculture challenges, one that combine both technological innovation and human behavior. According to Rogers' diffusion of innovation theory, the adoption of soil sensors follow a pattern of five adapters categories, uh, leading innovators and then early adapters. But wider diffusion depends on the key innovation characteristics of uh, relative advantage, compatibility, complexity, triability, and observability. Another theoretical frameworks that address the use and spread and outreach of these technologies, the theory of plant behavior from Aegis 1991. According to theory of plant behavior, it suggests that farmers' behavior toward adopting soil sensor is influenced by attitude. That's their how they think about like benefits, cost, these things. The subjective norms like peer practices, like what is common in society, and perceived behavior control, that's their skill and access to this technology. Understanding this predictor is key for outreach of this technology in the farming society. And the last one aspect is like the change agents, like agents such as extension educators, active winters, and early adapters play a vital role in bridging knowledge gaps. Their demonstrations and peer influence are critical in turning skepticism into adoption. Adoption barriers include high initial costs, lack of technical literacy, limited network coverage, and skepticism about matching made decision. But as technology become cheaper and more explainable, these barriers shrink. The future of this technology could include tiny biodegradable sensors, solar power system, and AI integrated platforms that adjust irrigation based on different time interval and forecast. AGI and blockchain will also enhance security and speed in data transfer and decision making. In conclusion, soil moisture sensors are more than tech tools. They are change agents in themselves, guiding us toward efficient, eco-friendly, and productive agriculture. With the right support, they can be accessible to every farmer everywhere. When soil moisture sensors are used widely and wisely, the impact goes far beyond just farm efficiency. Let me walk you through the top three benefits. First, water conservation. Agriculture is the biggest consumer of fresh water globally, and sensors help change that. By applying water only when and where it's needed, farmers can reduce water use by up to 50%. That's a game changer in region facing drought and groundwater depletion. Second, healthier crop and higher yield. Overwatering and underwatering are silent yield killer, but with precise sensors guided irrigation, crops get just the right amount of moisture at each growth stage. That means more consistent harvest, better quality, and stronger profit. And third, environmental protection. Excess irrigation often causes fertilizers to leach into wastewater, damage soil and ecosystem. Soil sensors help prevent that by delivering water efficiently, reducing runoff, and protecting both land and water health. In short, when adapted at scale, this simple tool became a powerful force for sustainable, high-performing agriculture. Thank you for listening to From Soil to Signal podcast. Let's continue to grow smart, sustainable, and together. Here are the references that has been used in this podcast. Thank you for your attention. Have a good time.